Have you ever noticed this connection in scripture? The woman with the issue of blood didn't just touch any part of Jesus's garment. She reached for the hem, the fringe, and that wasn't random.
A lot of people miss this. The last verses of the book of Malachi. Bro, I didn't know this until last 2 weeks. The last verses of the book of Malachi, which is obviously the last book of the Old Testament. The last verses prophesy about a coming Messiah. And dude, one of the things it says is that there's going to come a quote unquote son of righteousness with healing in his wings. It says he's going to turn the hearts of the children to the fathers and the hearts of the fathers to the children. Okay. So that is prophesied about the coming Messiah. Dude, I didn't know this. So when Malachi says he's going to have healing in his wings, the Hebrew, I stumbled across this week. The Hebrew word is the Hebrew word kanaf, which can get translated wings, or it can get translated a fringe or an edge, like of a garment. So I didn't know this. So then, okay, bro, this is a little deep cut. Jesus shows up. Jesus is obviously a rabbi. He's a teacher. And when the rabbis, what they would wear is that they would wear these robes that would have these fringe tassels on their robes. The word that was used for those was kanaf. In other words, that's the rabbi's wings. So dude, this is really interesting. Then you fast forward, you go to Mark chapter 5. You got the woman with the issue of blood, right? Bro, it's okay. You know where I'm going with this? Yeah. You got the woman with the issue of blood. I've read that story a million times and been like, man, why did she just walk up to Jesus? And it specifically says she touches the edge of his garment expecting to be healed. Bro, this lady had read Malachi chapter 4, and she knew for 400 years they've been waiting for a Messiah to come who would have, quote, healing in his wings. And she had faith that this is the one who was promised. And so in faith to Malachi chapter 4, she walks up and touches the fringe, the kanaf of his garment.
Wow.
Boom.
So cool.
She's healed.
Wow.
And all of it is a fulfillment of the messianic prophecy from Malachi chapter 4 that leads up to, obviously, the very next thing that happens in the biblical narrative is the birth of Christ. Have you ever heard that before?
I've never heard that before.
Bro, I stumbled across that this week. That's absolutely amazing.
In the book of Malachi, God prophesied, the Son of Righteousness shall arise with healing in his wings. The word wings there also means fringe, the very edges of the garment. So when that woman reached out in faith, she wasn't guessing, she was responding to prophecy. She believed healing was already promised in him. And the moment she touched the fringe, power flowed, healing came, faith met fulfillment. Just another reminder, nothing Jesus did was accidental. Nothing in scripture is random. The deeper you study the word, the more you realize God had the plan written all along.